Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monday night HJCAC Coach. I think I said that wrong. Dang it. The HJCAC Monday Night Coaches Show. We are live. My name is Vince Delicio. Joining me to my left is our very talented broadcaster, journalist by the name of Julia Coyne. We are here at Angry Crab Shack in Tempe to bring you another HJCAC Monday Night Coaches Show. And what's significant about it is we had a big game on Saturday. It's been a great season, a lot of things within each team that has been going on, and some great news and just some incredible dynamics. First, let's go to my partner here. Julia, first of all, thanks for coming back. Welcome. And how was your experience on Saturday night?
Thank you. You know, it was a really great game to watch. The final score was 28-14. I mean, a little unexpected. The Gila River Hawks are 1-4, and the Maricopa Mustangs are 4-0. So it was a really exciting game to watch. I mean, the Hawks came out strong with 14-0 in the first quarter, and then the Mustangs were able to come back and pick it up and get 21-14 by the third quarter, and then 28-14 in the fourth quarter to finish out the game.
Did we expect the game to play out the way it did? I didn't. We knew that the Gila River Hawks, because they had played before, and the Mustangs had won that game pretty soundly, but we were expecting a different team, and we got a different team. We got a new quarterback that subbed in by the name of Jonah Brewster, a real runner. We got some other dynamics within the team, a lot of offensive production coming in. So we were expecting a lot of fireworks. But to expect the Hawks to have that lead for much of the first half was surprising. The Mustangs, known for their defense, picked things up, particularly in the second half, and then the offense got on track, and it's amazing how those two complement each other with, the defense and then the offense pretty much taking up the slack and then exerting their control over the game. So it was quite a back and forth. I mean, at one point for a while, it was tied up at 14. So this game did not disappoint.
No, it did not. I mean, I was down on the sidelines. It was really fun to watch being down there. I mean, such a tight game. It's just really exciting. You can feel the energy from both teams. So it was just one of those games that was really exciting to watch. I mean, second half of the season, we're seeing different teams, and that's something that's going to be really interesting to watch in the future.
It is, and what will be interesting to see play out is how the teams continue to do on this second half of the season. Now, the Maricopa Mustangs are 5-0. They're the only undefeated team left in the league, but the others are pushing. And if the Hawks can take a lead and they can sustain it for over a period of time, the next team can do that, and then the next team can do it. So the Mustangs now have to continue to play that sound defense to get their offensive production up. So it'll be interesting. Now, what's also interesting is it was our first ever radio broadcast. This broadcast, which was held on KDUS AM 1060, which is the flagship for our varsity sports show, post-game live report on Friday nights, as well as our flagship Saturday morning show at 9 a.m., it was an interesting dynamic working within those timelines, and we opened up to a whole bigger audience, and it was an incredible game just for that platform. I mean, it did not disappoint one way or the other at all. Joining us tonight, I am really excited. The way this format works, folks, and this show is we start the show off, and then we'll have our guests featured. We have a coach joining us tonight, and we have a player joining us. The coach is Maricopa Mustangs offensive coordinator Chad Munson. Looking forward to talking to him. He's an Iowa guy. I spent time in Iowa, and looking forward, Julia, for you to learn a little bit more about his background. Very innovative offensive mind, a lot of energy. He's usually one of the most passionate guys around that I've seen coaching football in a long time. So looking forward to hearing from Coach Munson. And then we're going to be joined by a very special young man, not only athletically but academically, by the name of Phil Braxton. Phil Braxton is a wide receiver. He's a local product out of Cesar Chavez High School, plays for the Maricopa Mustangs, and we're going to hear his story. And he is a scholar athlete for sure. So, guys, stick around. When we come back, we'll be joined by Coach Chad Munson of the Maricopa Mustangs here on the HJCAC Monday Night Coaches Show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, With an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
My name's Olivia Prickett reporting to you from Arizona for the Varsity Sports Show, and I will be providing you with what to expect from ASU versus U of A women's volleyball on Wednesday. The Sun Devils have an action-packed October ahead of them, playing a total of 9 games. 2 of these games will be against their rivals, the Arizona Wildcats, and their first face-off will be on Wednesday, October 9th. As of October 1st, Arizona State has an overall record of 12 wins and 2 losses. They are also undefeated at home. Their win against number 22 ranked TCU was their 5th sweep in a row and the first win over a ranked team. The Devils are fired up and definitely know how to make a statement early on in the season. Racking up a total of 643 kills this season with an average of 14 kills per set and 682 digs, the Devils are strong in both their offensive and defensive performance. The Arizona Wildcats had an extremely successful preseason, dominating in every game up until they reached conference. This puts their record at 11 wins and 2 losses as of October 1st. The Wildcats were in Texas the same week as the Sun Devils, facing the same opponents, TCU and Baylor. They put up a good fight against Baylor, taking the third set that started with a comfortable 10-0 lead to force a fourth, where they fell just short of 8 points in the final set. On Friday, September 27th, the Wildcats were unable to gain momentum against TCU, getting swept in 3 sets. This added another loss to their conference record. With a total of 616 kills and 651 digs so far this season, the Wildcats know how to keep the ball off the ground on defense. Both the Sun Devils and the Wildcats have a comparable advantage going into Wednesday night's game, but it's truly down to who wants it more. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Olivia Prickett.
I'm Julia Coyne back with the Varsity Sports Show Monday night HJCAC Coaches Show. I'm here with the offensive coordinator of the Maricopa Munson, Coach Chad Munson. Coach, how did you get into coaching? How long have you been coaching for? Tell me about it.
I got into coaching back in 2014, coaching at Boulder Creek High School. I got an opportunity to do that. That's where my kids went to school, I just wanted to get back into football after several years not in football.
Yeah, I know you played at the University of Iowa with Kurt Warner. That's pretty cool. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's actually the University of Northern Iowa.
Sorry.
That's fine. I played there from 1989 to 1992, several years, good teams. It was a lot of fun there.
Yeah, for sure. Now let's talk a little bit about Saturday night's game. 28-14 win for you guys, which was maybe not expected. Just tell me a little bit about that. First quarter offensive struggle. What was going through your head? How did you switch that up in the second quarter?
Hats off to Gila River. They had a really good game plan coming into the game. They match up with us really well, and they did. They had a really good defensive game plan. We were really pretty happy with the way things went after getting down 14-0. Brought the offense in, and we had some adversity early on, and I brought the offense in and really just kind of gave them, the opportunity to overcome that adversity. And they did. They responded really well to it, and I was really proud of them for that. It's really the first time that this team has faced that kind of adversity, and they responded really well to it. And so, yeah, proud of them for coming through. Can't take a whole lot of credit. They just fell back on what we had practiced, and they executed.
For sure. And I know you guys started with quarterback Will Howell and then switched to Cooper King.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about those two players
Yeah.
and their performance on Saturday night.
Yeah, so Will Howell has come into his own a little bit with us, and we're going with him as the starter right now. Cooper King really showed us a lot this week in practice, and he deserved the playing time that he got, and we were going to give it to him. And that was what myself and Coach Warner, we talked about that, and we knew we were gonna make that decision and get both of them in the game.
For sure. And going into next week, what are some improvements and things you're looking for in practice this week?
So the biggest thing, we always try to do something new. We put new plays in. We're always trying to coach to the smartest guy in the room, and you're going to meet one of them here in a little bit, where we want to throw as much at these guys as we can to see how we can develop them into the players that the next level needs.
For sure.
And so we're going to put some things out there that we've seen that can beat things that we've seen Arizona Christian do on tape, and put our guys in the position to be successful. That's the whole thing for us, is we want to develop these guys into that next level player, so that when they get to college, when they get to their 4-year opportunity, those coaches know that these guys know what they're doing.
For sure. And coaching for the HJCAC, what is that like for you, getting to show off your players and push them to that next level?
Yeah, I love it. So I have a background with coaching in the old Maricopa community colleges. I coached for Glendale for 3 years with head coach Mickey Bell. We sent a lot of players on to the next level. And of course, Coach Madosky has done the same thing with Scottsdale a lot longer. And so he and I were on the same page as far as trying to get these guys out to their next opportunity. HJCAC has stepped in, and it's a great league, and we're trying to build it and make it better every year, bringing just athletes and quality people into it is the key to it, and that's what we're trying to do.
For sure. Thank you so much, Coach.
Yes.
When we come back on the Varsity Sports Show for the Monday Night HJCAC, you are going to hear from wide receiver number 18, Phil Braxton, so stick around, and he will be on right after the break.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
Hi, I'm Kenny Sumner with Varsity Sports Show, and I'm going to be talking about the preview game against the Hamilton Huskies versus Hjcac. So this year, the Huskies are going to be hosting the game while Hjcac goes there. They both had a really big win on the previous games, and they both think that they're going to win this year on the game. Huskies had 42-0, and they have a 79.3% chance of winning. But I guess we'll see what happens that night. Thank you so much. This is Kaylee Sumner signing off with Varsity.
Hi, this is Jameer Johnson reporting with the Varsity Sports Show from Indianapolis, Indiana. I am an Arizona State University online student and working remotely. Although today we are going to preview the top high school football games that are going on this week. The number 3 ranked Warren Central Warriors will host a rivalry game against the number 13 ranked Carmel Greyhounds. This rivalry dates back to 1959, and Carmel leads and wins throughout history in this rivalry. This game will be a home game for Warren Central as they prepare to continue an undefeated season with a 6-0 record, while the Carmel Greyhound attempts to change their 3-3 record to 4-3. Also, in Indiana, there will be a matchup between the number 2 ranked Westfield Shamrocks versus the number 11 ranked Fishers Tigers. Fishers will be hosting the game at their field. Although their record is 4-2, the Fishers Tigers are 3-0 for their away games and 1-2 for their home games. The Fishers Tigers are averaging 203.8 passing and receiving yards per game. However, the Westfield Shamrocks are unfortunately coming into this game with a loss, but hope to continue a winning season by winning this game, which will make their record 6-1 if they are able to do so. Then we have the number 1 ranked high school football team in Indiana, the Brownsburg Bulldogs, who will play the Noblesville Millers. The Noblesville Millers are averaging 282.5 rushing yards per game, but the Bulldogs will have the momentum because they will be hosting this game and they will attempt to further their 6-0 record with another win. This has been Jameer Johnson with the Varsity Sports Show reporting from Indianapolis. See ya.
I'm Julia Coyne, back with the Monday Night HJCAC Coaches Show here with Maricopa Mustangs number 18 wide receiver Phil Braxton. He's 6 foot, 185 pounds. It's currently his first year here with the Mustangs, and he came out of Cesar Chavez High School from Phoenix, Arizona. So tell me a little bit about how you got into football, how long you've been playing football.
First off, thank you for letting me be here today. I've always watched football since I was a young kid, looking up to my brothers that were also alumni from Cesar Chavez. I actually didn't start playing football until my freshman year of high school, though, due to financial restraints as a child.
For sure. And then out of high school, what kind of made you choose Maricopa?
It was probably the coach's track record. No matter what school Coach Monson or Coach Madosky was at, there was kids going to the next level at the end of the day. And also a big thing was my relationship with Coach Monson.
For sure. And then I know you have a daughter. How is balancing that with football, school, and just living life?
I actually have a son. But,
son. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's honestly, it's pretty hard. I work about 50 hours a week. I live by myself, and I'm constantly showing up every day at 5:30 a.m. to practice every morning. But it's great. I'm enjoying it so far.
For sure, and that's really incredible. I just want to hats off to you. I know you're a 4.0 student. That's absolutely incredible. You have 3 D1 offers from University of San Diego, Navy, and Drake. What is the future looking like for you?
I don't know if y'all can see the shirt or not, but I'm definitely leaning this way.
You're
sure,
leaning
100%.
that way. What stood out to you about that school specifically, and maybe some of the other ones that you like?
So I went out there last week to Des Moines, and it was just a great experience. Coach Gaho, he really, the way that he was talking to me, it really showed that he cared for me and cared for my situation. You know, so I really like that, and I like the relationship that I had with the head coach dating back to when I was in high school when he recruited me as a defensive back. But just overall, the environment, the team, championship program, I really do love it there.
For sure, I love that. And then tell me how the Mustangs have really helped you, the HJCAC, kind of push you into getting these D1 offers and helping you out.
100%. I would definitely not have those offers without Coach Monson, Coach Madosky, and Coach Weiss and Coach Ortiz, for sure, 100%. They've helped me so much since the first day I got here. When I first reached out, they welcomed me with open arms, actually. For
sure. And then throughout this season, what are some things you're looking to improve, some positive things you've noticed in yourself and in your team?
Some things I'm looking to improve on myself is probably just getting faster, running better routes, and getting physically fully in shape for D1 football next semester. Some positive outlooks that I see for the team is we have an amazing defense. Our all-around our offense is great as well, and I'm excited to hopefully go 8-0 this year.
For sure. And just personal-wise, what do you want to do in the future with yourself, major-wise, career-wise?
So major-wise, I want to major in exercise science or kinesiology.
Okay.
But it's been my goal for a few years now. I want to become a head football coach one day.
Really cool.
Just want to definitely just give back to the youth.
For sure. And then I know you're a wide receiver. How is it with this team specifically? I know you have great quarterbacks that have really helped you out. And what can you say about them specifically and yourself in that, like communication with each other?
Yeah, so all four of them actually, Ethan Young, Ethan Wall, Cooper King, and Will Howell, they've been great. We're great outside of football, and just the relationship between all of us, and not just me, everybody on the offense, it's great. No matter who starts, who plays, everybody loves each other. So 100%.
For sure. Thank you so much for talking to us. It's going to be really exciting to see what you do in your career and journey and when you commit. We'll be looking forward to that. When we get back from the break, we're going to wrap up the show with me and Vince back together. Thank you guys so much. Here with Phil Braxton, the wide receiver for the Maricopa Mustangs. Stay tuned after the break.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
This is Jesse Davis from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at Arizona State University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. The Arizona Cardinals are looking to earn their second win of the season this Sunday on the road, taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The Cardinals find themselves in a bit of a hole to start the season, coming off back-to-back losses to the Lions and Commanders. Things don't get any easier for Arizona traveling to the Bay Area to face a talented 49ers team led by Brock Purdy and Fred Warner. One thing the Cardinals have going for them is the connection between quarterback Kyler Murray and rookie standout wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. So far, the pair have connected for 15 receptions, totaling 243 yards and 4 touchdowns. A big key for Arizona is going to be getting off to a fast start. The Cardinals have to be able to gain some momentum early and score to take the crowd out of the game at Levi's Stadium. James Conner is going to be another huge factor for the Cardinals as they need to get him going and involved. Conner thus far through 4 games has 2 games over 100 yards and 2 games with 50 yards or less on the ground. The Cardinals need a big game from Conner, who will try to take some of the pressure off of Kyler Murray, who will have Nick Bosa and company to deal with. The 49ers are at their best when their defense is creating turnovers and scoring points. We saw that last week against the Patriots, where Fred Warner picked off Jacoby Brissett and ran it back 45 yards for a touchdown. The Cardinals' offensive line has to be able to protect Kyler Murray and give him enough time to find his receivers open down the field. With kickoff set for 4:05 p.m. Eastern, it will no doubt be a classic NFC West tilt between the Cardinals and 49ers. From the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Jesse Davis.
Welcome back to the Monday night HJCAC Coaches Show presented by Angry Crab Shack. So, guys, what a show. What a couple of guests. I mean, it's been an incredible week. Saturday night, again, culminated in a live stream simulcast with radio. It was a great broadcast. It was a great game. Thank you so much to the Gila River Hawks, Coach Larry Kane and his team, along with the Maricopa Mustangs and Coach Doug Madosky. Thank you tonight to Coach Chad Munson, the offensive coordinator of the Maricopa Mustangs, and of course, thanks to Phil Braxton, wide receiver. This league is all about great stories. I mean, there are some really good stories coming out of the league and the players and the sacrifices being made day in and day out. And Phil and his story is one of many. He's a 4.0 student. He's got a son. He's just received a scholarship offer from Drake University, among others. this is somebody whose star is continuing to shine bright, and that's what this league is all about here at the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference. Amazing, amazing story. Julia, how do you feel about basically after your conversations with both Coach Munson and Mr. Braxton?
You know, talking to both of them, they were just great to talk to. Great people for one thing, but Coach Munson, you could really tell how passionate he is about coaching and getting these kids out there, and that's so important, especially in this junior college league. And with Phil Braxton, I mean, talking to him, his story was extremely inspiring and just a perfect example of, you know, going the junior college route and getting those D1 offers and getting pushed out there. And that's just really inspiring and just a testament to what this HJCAC is doing.
So I'm going to issue a challenge to any athlete out there, student athlete, high school, college athlete, that you're not sure where you are right now in terms of what your standing is. You're thinking you want to be in Arizona, which is an amazing place. Give this league a look. If you've seen any of the games, check out your position on the field and say, I could do that better. Okay, there's your challenge. Come on out, meet these coaches, meet these players, and make things better. I think you'll have a great time. I think that it's definitely a situation that you need to look into. So on behalf of the league, I'm putting this challenge out to you. And hit us up on social media. You can reach us at Varsity Show on X, Varsity Sports Show on every other platform. If you're a young student athlete and you're interested, or a student athlete and you're interested in giving this league a look, this is junior college football. This is top-notch football. You'll have teammates that are Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA caliber players, all blended together. Give it a look. Guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight on the Monday Night HJCAC Coaches Report. On behalf of my partner, Julia Coyne, my name is Vince Delisio. We'll see you next week.